Hi, my name is Cassie Rose. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. Today, I am going to do the, what's it called? Get to know me tag. I think that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be answering 30 questions about myself and allowing you guys to get to know me a little bit better. And I'm going to eat this because I'm very hungry. We'll see if I like it. Before I get started, go ahead and like and subscribe. I'm so glad that you guys are watching, and we're gonna jump on into it. So 30 questions about me. Where did you grow up? I grew up in the Bay Area, except for the 3 years that I lived in Oregon from 3rd to 5th grade. Other than that, I've grown up in the San Jose area my entire life. So San Jose and Beaverton, Oregon. How tall are you? I am 5'6". I have been 5'6" since 8th grade, and I don't imagine that I will grow any taller any soon. Dogs or cats? Dogs. I like cats, but dogs. Especially Charlotte, who is not in here right now. What year were you born? I was born in 1998. I am 22 years old. What is your spirit animal and why? My spirit animal, I'd have to say a hedgehog. I love a good hedgehog. They're kind of spiky on the outside, but they're cute. They're a nice pet, but they're also like kind of strange, and I feel like I can relate to that. Coffee or tea? Oh, usually I have a cup of coffee with me and I just raise it up. This is water, but definitely coffee. I do love tea though. I am a tea fanatic. I have so many kinds of tea, but coffee will always be my go-to beverage to drink in the morning or really any time of day, even though you shouldn't be having coffee just any time of day. What are your life goals? My life goal is to train and disciple leaders. That is what I love to do, and that's what I feel called to do. So my life goal is to do that. Outside of a career, my life goal is to own a tiny home. I would love to own a tiny home, whether that's a home on wheels or a planted home. Tiny home. I also want to have a herd of pigs. Not for slaughter. They will be pets. But you need to have more than one pig because otherwise they will get very depressed because pigs are herd animals. So they need to be in groups, in case you didn't know that. I would also love to have a farm. I have a lot of life goals. I want to be a mom, and I want to mother like an army of children. Like, I want to be one of those moms who can walk around with their like 7 kids. Just kidding. I mean, I'm not, but I am. So I live in San Jose. It's probably not going to be possible for me to raise 7 kids, but you never know. So if I could, I would. What sports do you play or have you played? So I've never played an organized sport because I was a very breakable child. I broke my arms like 7 times. So I broke my arms playing volleyball, basketball, ice skating, and rock climbing. So those are the times that I've broken my arms playing sports, and that's why I don't play sports. I run and I dance, and that's it. And by dance, I don't mean organized dance. Have you read any books that changed your life? Yeah. The book Redeeming Love by Francine Rivers. Definitely, that's probably the only fiction book that I've ever read that's changed my life. I cried reading that book. Any woman, I highly recommend reading that book. So good. What else? I loved the Screw Tape Letters by C.S. Lewis. Wasn't life defining? It kind of was. It kind of like got me stuck in my brain. But 2 of my absolute favorite books are Atomic Habits by James Clear and High Performance Habits by Brendon Burchard, as far as personal development books go. So those were some books that changed my life. They changed my life. How long was your longest relationship? 3 years. Describe your eye color. My eyes might be hard to tell. My eyes are, they're hazel brown with yellow in them. You can only really see them in the sun. They're like a light brown with yellow and green in them. How would you describe your fashion sense? Black with floral print. That is probably the best description of my fashion sense because anything that I have either is or goes with black and floral print. So that is my fashion sense. What is your favorite movie? My favorite movie is The Truman Show, which people think is really weird. That movie trips me out and I love it so much. That is my favorite movie because people ask me that, and that's the only show that I can think of that's actually left a lasting impact on me. Why? What has it changed in my decision making and thought processes? I don't know. Who are your favorite YouTubers? Kristen Johns, Melena Ciciotti, and Jess and Gabriel are like Christian YouTubers that do vlogs and things like that. And then Eamon and Beck are van lifers, and they live in Canada, and I love them so much. That's my Sunday routine, is I watch church and then I watch Eamon and Beck build their van right now in Canada, which is wonderful. I love it. Who would you be in the Hunger Games? The winner. I would be the winner. Do you speak any languages and how well? I slightly speak Spanish. I used to actually be pretty good at Spanish because I would go on mission trips every summer and I could hold a whole conversation. Now I can understand the majority of Spanish. I can understand when people talk to me, but I can't speak it as well anymore unless I'm not really thinking about it. If I try to start speaking Spanish, it's really difficult. But if I just think of things, then I could speak Spanish. But I understand it very well. What is your idea of a dream date? I love spending time outside and eating. Quality time outside and eating. Those are my favorite things. But eating like adventurous or good food, like not going to the same place over and over again, but like a really nice date will involve an adventure of eating something like new, being outside. Quality time. What's your go-to hairstyle? It's really this. This is like the second day, but I just like my hair curly, big, and like, I like it big and curly. That's what I like. If it's not big and curly, there's nothing. It's just straight, and that's all. That's all I do. That's all she does. How many siblings do you have? I have one older brother, Jeremy. He's 21 months. He's like less than 2 years older than me, so we're pretty close in age. I give it a 6 out of 10. I hate bars, like protein bars or anything like that. And this isn't really a protein bar. Yeah, it's a protein bar. It's high in protein. But I hate whey protein. That's not one of these facts. That's just something I'm throwing in there. Take it or leave it, whenever you want. What's your go-to fast food order? I don't eat fast food, like at all, because I'm allergic to gluten, dairy, oats. My body does not like sugar. I don't eat fast food because it's just too much work. It's very sad. It's actually not. It's really good for me, but it's sad. Do you use a PC or a Mac? So personally, I use a Mac. At work, I use a PC. I prefer a Mac. What's your most memorable childhood memory? Can I remember my childhood? The most memorable. I have two things that really, like, I can remember how it felt and where I was and everything. Number one, when I was 6, I broke both my arms at the same time falling off 7 feet of rocks. That was pretty memorable. It was a very bad experience. I fell off these rocks outside of our apartment when we lived in Oregon, fell directly onto concrete. It was so bad. And there was this guy at the cable box behind our place working on the cable, and he had these big headphones on, and I was 6 years old and I was on the ground and I was screaming for help. And he had the audacity to take off his headphones, turn around and looked me in the eyes as I screamed for help, put back on his headphones and went back to work. And then I laid on the ground behind him for 10 more minutes until my brother's friend came and found me. So that was memorable. And my other probably most memorable moment, was there was a swamp behind our apartment complex in Oregon as well. And in the winter, I fell into the creek in the swamp and had to call my mom on our Nokia phone because that's what she would give us when we would go out, and change my clothes. I think I was 6 years old also. Those probably happened within the same year of each other. What are your morning, evening routines? I'm a morning person. I'm very routine in the morning. I like waking up And then I like to read a devotional and then my Bible and journal, and then spend some time reading a book if I can. I either do that or I'll wake up and I'll go on runs in the morning. I used to do both. That's my preferred morning routine, is that I would wake up and go on a run and then come back. No, I would wake up, do my reading, go on a run, come back and like get ready. But then Corona hit and then I got sick. So there was just, I didn't have Corona. I had my own issues, but yeah. So now I'll do kind of one or the other. I'll either work out or I'll do my morning stuff. I don't really have much of an evening routine ever. It's different every day because I'm extremely extroverted and can't say no to people for my life. So I will always hang out with people before having an evening routine. That's not good at all. Do you have any bad habits? That's my bad habit. Yeah, I would say bad habit is never saying no to hang out with people. But my other bad habit is that I crack all my knuckles. That's a great habit, right? Tell us something about you that we wouldn't know. I mean, like anything. Oh, when I lived in Oregon, one of our PE units was circus training. And so I learned how to juggle discs on sticks. That was a talent that I had, and I still have them and I can still do it, which is a fun fact. I can juggle discs on sticks. For Oregonian circus training, mandatory for all children, at least in my town. Do you know your personality type? I do. For any of you guys that have seen my Enneagram video, I am an Enneagram 1 Wing 2. In Myers-Briggs, I'm an ESTJ. I'm extroverted, sensing, thinking, and judging. Fun fact, Dwight Schrute from The Office is also an ESTJ, and Leslie Knope is probably a 1 Wing 2. So they're my spirit animals. That should have been my answer for spirit animals. I'm Leslie Knope. Have you been to any concerts or festivals? Which were the most memorable? So that's a fun fact about me, is that I can't really go to concerts because I'm allergic to weed. I get very, very sick and I'll vomit. So I don't go to many concerts. However, I did go to the 21 Pilots concert in 2017. That was absolutely amazing. I love 21 Pilots. They're amazing live. So good. I went to see Alex Ayano and William Singe at the Catalyst in Santa Cruz, and they were amazing. However, that was definitely a place full of the marijuanas, so had to leave there early. But those were the only 2 concerts that I've ever really been to. What is the last text message you received? The last text I received was, your Target order has been delivered to your front door. My best friend, Target. Okay, we have 1 question left, and it's, what is your favorite TV show quote? And I really did save the best for last. So my favorite TV show quote is by Ron Swanson, and he said, give a man a fish and feed him for a day. Don't teach a man to fish and feed yourself. He's a grown man, and fishing's not that hard. Love Ron. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video. I hope that you learned something of me. I would love for you guys to get to know me even better, because yes, I want to give you advice and share, resources for you, but I would also just love to be able to talk to you like this. And so this was a little bit more dialed back, and I hope that you guys enjoyed what I shared with you, and I look forward to getting to know you guys better in the future. Again, go ahead and like and subscribe down below, and leave a comment, maybe a fun fact about yourself, so that I can get to know you as well. See you next time. Bye.